Well, this is a hotel that I've been meaning to do for a very long time. Welcome to the Corendon Village Hotel just off Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. And I figured I'm going to get asked about this, but yes, there is a shuttle bus that runs quite regularly between Schiphol Airport and the aforementioned Corendon Village Hotel. And it does take you past some of the runways, and you do get some good views of aeroplanes parked all over Schiphol Airport. Although most of them do tend to be KLM, which goes without saying. The Corendon Village Hotel has a wide variety of rooms across 3 different buildings, but the best highlight for the aviation enthusiast at this hotel is in the form of a very special treat. This ex-KLM Boeing 747-400, the City of Bangkok and the airline's second Boeing 747-400 ever delivered. Retired in 2017, it came to the hotel the following year, and yes, I will get more onto that later. So, as you can see, the hotel provides a rather lovely tea and coffee facility. The coffees are provided through this espresso machine, which is very chic. And you'll also get, obviously, your teas through the kettle. And if we just open up this, you can see everything is all stored nice and neatly. Sugar, creamer, tea, coffee pods. Yes, and I made good use of that while I was in the hotel. The room itself, it was pretty good. I think I paid about £120 for one night here, and I am actually going to be staying again later in the summer in 2025 with my mates in a 3-room hotel version, 3 room in 1 hotel room. This little cupboard area provided the usual suspects. We had a safe, an ironing board, hangers, and some extra towels and bedding, as well as a laundry bag should you need to require a laundry service, although if you're going to be there for 1 or 2 nights you don't really need that. Some sort of like trouser press, and of course we have the toilet. We had obviously the usual toilet, we had the sink, some hand lotion and hand soap, some extra towels and toilet paper provided in that storage space, and as you can see we have Scape Homes providing our smellies today. And they didn't just do the hand wash and hand lotion, they also did the body lotion, shampoo and conditioner for the shower. And this was just like the hotel room was just really modern, really flash, really swanky. Absolutely loved it. The only downside was I did ask for a room facing the airport, and well, the Corendon Hotel didn't deliver on that. They gave me a room facing the complete opposite direction. As you can see, facing like a main highway, motorway thing over there. And if I come over to the other side, hoping to see the 7-4, no, it's just that. A car park overlooking the fancy electric cars all getting charged up for the night. Ugh. Can't get the staff these days. My room was 1306 if you wish to stay in the same room as a somewhat irrelevant YouTuber like myself. The corridor, as you can see, the decorations are pretty standard for the Netherlands, orange and blue. There is a cinema provided at the Corendon Village Hotel. You can go see a rather nice movie down in the cinema. I didn't on this occasion, I just didn't have time, but it is there if you're there on a longer stay and you do wish to entertain yourself. Now there are some other facilities, like there's a spa and swimming pool, and obviously this garden gives you right up close access to the external Boeing 747. You can do tours of this Boeing 747 in fact as well. It costs about €3, starts at 11, you get just under an hour to look around the Corendon 747 inside. And then I don't think it's a guided tour, they just turn up, open the plane for you, and you can have a look around. There's this obviously rather nice looking bar area. You can buy breakfast at this hotel and go to one of the restaurants, and we'll cover actually one of the bars up there a little later in the video. So this is the main casual dining area for the bar. I did decide to have something while I was here for dinner. I sorted breakfast myself out a little later. Here's a little look at the dining menu. You can see the drinks. Now obviously the prices are a little on the steep side, but another thing you've got to remember is this is literally a hotel on the grounds of Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. You're never going to get cheap unless you go to somewhere like Ibis Budget or something on those lines, or a hostel. But like I said, in terms of like comparing it to some of the stuff at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport itself in the Schiphol Plaza, this is pretty competitive. I decided to have bitterballs with some Heineken because when you're in the Netherlands, it's like you can't not have a Heineken. It's standard. And the bitterballs are just something that is like a delicacy, a Dutch hot snack that I've really taken to in the last couple of years. I actually do quite enjoy these, although they're not necessarily to everybody's taste. The 747, swinging back to that, looks absolutely amazing, all lit up. And like I said, 11 AM most days, unless otherwise stated, they do tours. You can go and have a look inside. But throughout the entire day, you can go have a wander around that jumbo and get really up close to the nitty gritty of this particular 747, the city of Bangkok, ex-KLM. Never flew for Corendon as an airliner, but it did fly once in its paint scheme when it was delivered, and then it was moved over by road just before KLM retired all their 747s. Yes, you can get real up close, and the red light really adds to the jumbo, I'll give you that. All the entrances in and out the jumbo when you do the tours are through that back door there. I do believe there is also a lift, so if you are restricted on mobility, you can access it. Speaking of 747s, they also have the 747 Sky Bar, which is a pretty nice bar you can experience. Obviously, you don't have to be a guest, you can also go up there, you can have bookings. Don't be an idiot and press the buttons like I did. I quickly found out that to get up to the Sky Bar in that particular lift, you actually need to hit the gold buzzer. As you can see, it was quite busy that time of the evening because there were people checking in from flights or going out the following day. Yeah, Joyce is not paying attention. I should have followed that. So, yeah, it plays this little thing because the Sky Bar does do live music and DJs as well. And then it just shoots you straight up in this elevator. You get this nice view as you climb out of the main foyer area. And then once you pass this darkened area, wahoo, look at that. Corendon 747 from above. And you can start to actually see Amsterdam Schiphol in the background. And those are some of the main roads they actually closed off to get the jumbo over when they opened this all up back in 2017. So the Sky Bar greets you with this rather tropical looking entrance. And then if you go around the side, there is actually a bit where you can sit down and overlook the Corendon 747 and Schiphol Airport. As you can see, I was watching a Dreamliner taking off. Jack and Coke, because that's one of my favourite beverages. It's €12 for that, which is about £10. So, yeah, it is pricey. But again, that's also pretty standard for most places at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. You'd probably be paying about the same, maybe a little more in most of the bars and pubs at Schiphol Airport. Overall, it was really nice. It was a great atmosphere. Definitely worth doing while you're at that hotel. This hotel can be had for some good prices. I mean, one of my upcoming stays has only cost me £110 for 3 adults in one room, which I think is pretty impressive considering we're going at the end of July. Overall, would I recommend this hotel for anyone transiting Schiphol Airport? Absolutely. I decided to save money on the breakfast the following day by getting myself a pastry and Starbucks coffee, because there is a Starbucks with the bar in there. There's also a little shop where you can get some stuff if you don't want to have to pay the €15 or whatever it is for the breakfast, which is provided. Overall, very impressed with this hotel, one of the best I've stayed in, and I'm going to give it a solid 13 out of 15.